call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Houston Texans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. On first down, it's Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. Open man is QT, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT there to make the grab. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19. Yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. On 2nd down, Freeman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Now a first down throw, Watson. He dumps it to Hyde. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. First carry for Carlos Hyde. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Watson on 3rd down. Open man, the tight end fouls. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Hyde. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
The 4th down run. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
No time now.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Mike, 45. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson, this is caught. Give him 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
19! 45. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Move.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check. 55.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan into a double team, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
In your face. Shoot! Check 99. Check where he goes. He comes. Double up. He comes. Double up.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go! 55, my God, 55. Yeah. 22. Tighten up.
Here's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Mike down. Ready. 58.
Ryan now off the bootleg. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Ryan. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They run with a fullback Smith. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to lose yards. They take 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Slam, slam, slam.
They run it again with Hyde. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From his end zone, Watson on third and long. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down and then some. 36 yards. Now, they took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to keep it here. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. 45, 45, Mike, 45. Here we go, D.
Watson on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Desmond Trufant. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And it's incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. They toss to Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 64 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Point after here coming up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 44, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Throwing now is Ryan. A dump off now to Hill. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead. There is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Not today, you are. Not today.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the curl. 21. Hey, take 10.
Here's Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.